Hi, it is me, Ashley, your local real estate expert here in Everett. And what do I want to talk to today? It's a rough day. What do I want to talk about? Well, I want to talk about new agents or any people that are like, okay, I really want to start my business and I want to get things going and popping. So the first thing I'm going to say is I today was thinking, man, maybe I shouldn't do my show. Okay, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I shouldn't shoot my video because I have a cold. I am like, I'm not that sick. I don't feel that bad, but I feel bad enough where it's like, not all, I'm not firing from all five. And I had to just sit there and say, okay, look, get your shit on, all right? Because you know what? Making these videos is a discipline for me that I'm trying to like chime in and get it going. And not recording today, it's not the right thing to do. The right thing to do is to push through and get the result, which is producing the video. And so what did I want to talk about? I wanted to talk about a couple of the people that I've been studying that are really successful and who have said this thing that is just so important, and it is about motivation. And maybe you've heard things about motivation and you're like, oh yeah, motivation. I have to be motivated to achieve my goals or to get to those places where I want to be and all that stuff. But you know what? It's not motivation. I mean, motivation might get you excited and maybe you'll write some things down. But the thing that's really going to get you to where you want to go is discipline. I know, the D word. People don't really like this, I think maybe people think that discipline is just for like bodybuilders and people in the military and stuff, but a disciplined schedule, a disciplined prospecting approach, a disciplined, systematic way of handling your clients so that you can handle multiple clients, man, it's the only way to hit the upper levels. And so I want to talk about a few people who have really shown this. And I want to talk about, the first one I talk about is my boy, Jared Glant. Okay. He's the host of Young Hustlers. He hosts the show with Grant Cardone. And this last week, he was talking about how he didn't want to do his show. He wanted to just run a rerun. And, he went ahead and he did the show. He has a new baby. I mean, I don't know how many of you out there have had kids. I'm sure some of you have. And, having a new kid can be exhausting. He's probably not getting very much rest. And, you know what he did? He did a show. He gutted up and did whatever it took to get it done. And that's awesome. It's just a discipline. It just comes in like, you're like, I have to do this no matter what. I have to get the job done. If this is about survival, if me, furthering my cause or becoming really successful becomes a matter of survival, then I have to do it no matter what. Similarly, Brandon Carter. He's like the CEO of Bro Labs. I don't know if you know who he is. Google him. He had a really great video where he talked about motivation being bullshit. And, it hadn't really clearly occurred to me because, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of noise and rah-rah around motivation this, motivation that. Let's all get motivated. Let's power up. Let's get, but power up only takes you so far. Okay. It only takes you so far. You can, being motivated is sort of like it's like a momentary emotion. It's a feeling. You're like, oh man, I'm really motivated. But you know what? The times that matter and the times that count the most are the times where you're like, I don't want to do this. And you get up and you fucking do it anyway. All right? I don't think about all these people. Brandon Carter, he's in magnificent shape. I am sure that more than one time in his life he has said, I don't want to go to the gym and lift weights. I'm quite sure that the greats, these great athletes, they're probably like, oh man, I don't really want to get up today and shoot free throws. Okay? This happens all the time. And you know what happens? I hear it a lot. People are like, oh, well, I don't want to knock on a door, or, oh, I don't want to make that phone call, or I don't want to call that client, or I don't want to do this thing. And then they don't do it. And you know what happens? They don't become successful because they don't do the stuff that's hard to do. And they don't do the disciplines and the things that are necessary. So I will just say this one thing here. Take a second right now if you're starting your business or you're a new agent or whatever, and just observe. Think about the times where you're like, oh, I don't really want to do that. It happens to me. It happens to everybody where you're like, oh, I don't want to call that client, or, oh, I don't want to stick to my schedule, or, oh, I don't want to do my coaching call, or la, la, la. Happens all the time. Look, I sat there and I said, I don't want to record this video. But here I am. The other person that I've heard talk about this, who is really successful, really smart lady. She wrote this book called The 5 Second Rule. Her name is Mel Robbins. She was getting interviewed. I can't remember who was the guy that was interviewing her, but he was talking about motivation and how she gets to where she's going and all that stuff. And she basically said the same thing. She echoed the same thing, that motivation is bullshit. And I think it just, people put a lot on motivation. I don't know if it's just because, I don't know, it's a fancy word. It's not as fun as discipline. Discipline sounds like do it when you don't want to do it. Motivation is like, everybody's happy, let's get motivated, I feel like doing this. You know what? That's not the shit that makes you successful. Unfortunately, the shit that makes you successful is getting up and doing the crap that you don't want to do even when you don't want to do it. Okay? So, I'm going to stop there. I can think of tons of successful people. Those are just people that came to my mind as I was sitting at my desk saying, oh man, I don't really feel like recording this video. So, I hope that you can develop the discipline of doing the things you don't want to do. Because they're going to help you achieve your goals. And, yeah. Other than that, that's all I have to say. Follow me on Facebook. Check out my website, ashleybolden.com. And I will see you again soon, YouTube.